Everything is gonna be alright with the everything is gonna be alright. We do this thing and we do it every night. This game tight. Everything is gonna be okay. I say we talking about part two, what we talking about yesterday. Tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show. First of all, I want to say what up to y'all, and I want to say that I'm glad to be here. That's number one. Number two, tonight we're doing part two of As Long as He Takes Care of My Baby. As long as he takes care of my baby, this is the rest of it. See, yesterday we had to get off of the show real quick because I had to run down to the stadium to get on the Eagles game. But tonight I got a little bit more time. We gonna make sure that we always get our shine. Everything is gonna be all right tonight. I'm on my shit, and I hope that you on time. So we was talking about how there are plenty of chicks out there who will have a baby by a dude who has had 5, 6, 7, 8 baby moms, and she might be the ninth one, eighth one, ninth one, whatever the case may be, and she really is taking a gamble by having a baby by a man who has that type of track record, especially when it's to your knowledge. But we're going to get into how the whole thing goes down about how she puts her child in front of all his other children. And tonight, I also want to get into how a man would feel about the whole thing and what his reasoning behind his actions may be. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight, and I hope that you're feeling right. Power Monday, Sunday, everything is going to be all right one day. But for now, we got to put our thing down, and I'm going to show y'all exactly how. How. All right, so Saturday, over the weekend, I know we had some technical difficulties and all of that, but we're going to fix all of that too. We're going to fix all of that too. You understand what I'm saying? So worry not, y'all. Worry not. Everything is good. Everything is good. Yeah, so let's get it popping right now. Carol Chamberlain, me favoritas all up in the house. How y'all feeling tonight? Hope y'all feeling like real men and women should. I know that I am. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily. The Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. Every day it rains and the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get 'Em Ism show all up in your area, right? So tonight, we are talking about part two of As Long as He Takes Care of My Kids. We started to get into it yesterday. Today, I want to get deep into it. I want to get into the real heart and soul of the matter. I want to get deep into the cut of the meat. I want to get right to the bone, or off the meat, right to the bone, or right off the bone into the meat. That's what I want to do, because there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding about the way that families are built these days, and a lot of people think that it's a new phenomenon with men having all of these kids and not being in the home and all of that kind of stuff. But that's actually a different issue that coincides or joins with this issue. We're talking about as long as he takes care of my kids. So we're talking about women who know that the man that they are dealing with currently, and the man that they may be pregnant by, or the man that they had babies with, has multiple children that he's not currently taking care of. I don't care if a man has 25 children. If he has the means, the financial means, the emotional means, the supportive means, to take care of that situation, I don't have no problem with it. No problem with it at all. The problem is that a lot of men get into that situation seemingly by mistakes, or it comes with a whole lot of baggage, a whole lot of prior baggage, and a whole lot of excuses and a whole lot of reasons of how come he can't take care of his responsibilities as a father. And I've heard everything ranging from, well, I'm not sure the baby is mine, to well, she knew that I didn't want another child, or I didn't want a child at the time, or from all the way to, she trapped me and all this kind of stuff. But what happens ultimately is you have a situation where a man is not there in the home, and that's an issue, especially in our community. And then on top of that, then you compound that with the fact that that man may be currently with a woman who doesn't care about his other kids. Now, the question that I have for you tonight is, does that man care about his other kids? If a man has 1 baby mom, 2 baby mom, 3, 4, 5 baby moms, 6 baby moms, 7, 8, 9 baby moms, and I do know men who have that many baby mothers, that many children's mothers. Well, what's the dynamics of the family? We know that there's no nuclear family, and we know that there's no situation where the father is in the home. He would have to either have a concubine, or he would have to be able to slice his personal pie in so many slices, so many different directions, that he would be doing something out here unprecedented as a man and as a father. So many times children are left to deal with this situation of, as long as he takes care of my kids. So you're only going to hear the situation of, as long as he takes care of my kids, from the last woman who has the last baby, or any of the other mothers of the children who the father may be supporting financially. Now, this is a bigger situation than as long as he takes care of me, because something like that could be construed as a gold digger situation. When we start talking about as long as he takes care of my kids, we're talking about one of the baby moms who is still dealing with the man in some capacity, and is okay with the situation of him having so many different children by so many different women, as long as he takes care of hers. So as long as my baby's birthdays, Christmas, Easters, back to school, school trips, whatever the case may be, as long as mine are taken care of, well, those other women are going to have to fend for themselves. Those other women are going to have to do whatever they have to do in order to make a life for themselves. But me and him are together, and we're going to be together for a minute, and whoever don't like it, well, then they just going to have to deal with the fact that they don't like it. But we not breaking up, and I'm not mad at him, and ain't nothing wrong between me and him. So this is just the way it's going to go. Do you know what I'm saying? Holla if you hear me, yo. Holla if you hear me. So many people would say that a woman is selfish in that situation. But many people would also say that when it comes to your children and how to devise a way to raise them, to bring them up, to rear them, to adjust them, you have to be a little selfish. This is the one area that even animals out in the wild practice this. Being selfish about raising your children. Doing whatever you have to do to put you and your children first. So, by that logic and those actions, it's understandable to a certain degree why a woman would do that. why she would say, well, the hell with those other baby moms. Just like a lion, just like a lioness who has a litter of cubs by the current male lion, the male lion goes and kills all of the babies that the lioness didn't have by him. Like, nope, I ain't raising no other kids. This is sort of like in reverse. This is a situation where the woman, or should I say the lioness, is financially killing off the rest of the cubs that came with the dad. Now, don't get me wrong, because there's a lot to unpack and a lot to unplug in this situation, because you know that we have to deal with a situation where a man may not have been 100% forthcoming about how many kids he has, how they came to be in this world, and his involvement with the other women. We know that men are not always truthful or forthcoming about exactly what they have going on with their other relationships and with their other children's moms, baby moms. So that's something that we have to deal with. On the woman's side, she has to deal with what she does know. She has to deal with the situation that he has told her about and the children that she does know. And it's hard for me to understand how a woman could be okay with a man not taking care of his children, but taking care of her children. And the reason I say that is because even if she puts herself first and she decides, I'm going to put my kids first and I'm going to make sure that their father takes care of them, even if he don't take care of the other ones, or we can take care of the other ones later. Even if she feels that way, I'm trying to wrap my mind around how she escapes the feeling that I could be just like them other baby moms once he gets tired of me, once he moves on to another woman, once he starts popping the way that he wants to pop. Hold on, y'all. I got to do something real quick. I got to do something real. I was out today, and yeah, there we go. That's better. That's better. I had to y'all just pardon me for a second. I had to shed a few pounds because I had to work outside today. Well, I had to be outside a lot, so yeah. I had to take off a few pounds. I feel so much better. Yeah, I was a little too layered up. I was layered up, y'all. I was layered up heavy. I'm skinnier now. Feel good. Feel real good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like a real man should. You think I ain't when I am? You think I am running scam? All right. So yeah. So like I said, there's a lot to unpack about the situation. And there's a lot of right and there's a lot of wrong, but there's a lot of either caring or uncaring in the situation. It's difficult. This is a toughie. It really is. Because think about it. If you have ever been in this situation, if you've ever dealt with a man who you knew had multiple children before he ever met you, before you ever came along, I don't care whether he had only 2 or whether he had upwards of 10, however many kids he had, you knew about him, or you at least knew what he told you about him. And now it's a situation where you may have gotten involved with him seriously, and now you got pregnant by him and you about to have a baby, or you had a baby by him, and you know how it goes. You know how it is when a man and a woman get together and they start feeling each other, and you get pregnant by a man. Hopefully you was really, really feeling them. Now, of course, we know about all kinds of situations where people just got together for a hot minute and it got hot. They was drunk or whatever the case may be, and a baby came up out of it and blah, 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 diggy, diggy, dang, diggy, dang, 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 diggy, diggy. Hey, we have to take into consideration all scenarios. But I know that it's difficult when you get with a man that you know has a lot of kids before him, and he may or may not be truthful about his involvement with his kids. I've known some men to tell their current girlfriend that they take care of their kids, they do everything for their kids, they would die for their kids, they first to defend their kids, they always around their kids, they always miss their kids, they be doing everything for the kids, they put their kids first. Everything is about their kids. All they live for is their kids. It's all about me and my kids. And they be lying. They may have been separated for their kids for months. Months, I tell you, months. You know, it's sort of like when people say that they put God first, and you be like, I would say that you keep God around, but I ain't going to say that you put him first. Because by the looks of things, you don't be putting God first. And you know, people be quick to say that they put God first in their life. Now, we may not be in a position to judge, but you can tell when somebody puts God in their life first. First of all, they be a little preachy. Kind of fanatical. Normally not the type of person that you want to hang around a lot, because they be like on that other shit. Like I understand that you love the Lord and all of that kind of stuff, but I don't know what kind of guilt you are trying to pray off or reconcile or be delivered from. But I can't get with it. We still got to live in this world. We got to live this life. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you dig me? All right. So, like I said, there are a lot of women out there that will say that they put God first, that they put put their kids first. Oh, first it's God, then it's my kids, and then it's my husband or my relationship or whatever. You know, we hear people talking this bullshit online all the time. I don't know who they trying to impress. I don't know. All I know is that we hear what we hear. We have to decipher it the best that we can, because it can get a little mucky. So a man might not be totally forthcoming about his involvement with his kids. He might say that he put his kids first, but you can tell in practice that there's no way that you could put your kids first, because you always over here with me. And for a woman who needs that level of attention, maybe she never got it before, or it's been a long time since she's gotten that level of attention before, and she's really been starving for it. She's really been looking for it, and she finally found it in this man. The only thing about this man is that he has a bunch of kids that he had before her, but he claims that he takes care of all his kids, yet you never see him with his kids. You never see him with his kids. He up in your apartment, in your crib, or dealing with you all the time. He's sniffing behind your ass, making sure that you being loyal to him all the time. How is it that he's always around his kids? How is it that he's putting his children first? Ever since you met the nigga, he up under you. You're first. So how do you figure, or how do you keep from wondering, how is it that he seems to put me first when he has 5 kids by 7 baby moms? Okay, all right. That's an improper fraction. Okay. He may have 5 or 6 kids by 6 baby moms, or 5 baby moms, or whatever case may be. He has definitely stuck and moved his way through this life. And you like him. He's telling you all the good stuff, and maybe he even treats you well. And maybe he has even made a change in his life, to whereas maybe he was out there, he was wild, or he was he easily fell in love, or was sticking and moving out there in his life before. But now he's coming through, he's settling down, and he's being a better man, and he's with you, and he wants you to be a part of his life, a serious part of his life. Next thing you know, you're pregnant. You got a baby, a belly full of babies, belly full of babies. You got a belly full of babies. Yo, one in the oven and another one coming from the pushing and shoving that he was doing with his penis up in your vagina. And like kinda a situation. You know that he got 4 or 5 or 6 before you. His dick got you all in the bond and in the tailspin, and you already had like 3. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? How will it go through? Oh, so on you. Yeah, it's a tough situation. You're looking for love and found yourself a baby. This ain't your first child. This ain't your first child. And you may already have a loose relationship with the baby fathers that you had. So you might already have 2 or 3 baby fathers. And you may have had difficulty getting them focused on taking care of their responsibilities in terms of your child. Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is not an easy situation. Being in love and being pregnant with a child, that's not an easy situation. I don't think that there's a more serious situation in this world than having children. And I don't think that there's a more uncomfortable situation than having children by somebody that you don't want to have children with. Holla if you hear me. I can't think of a more uncomfortable situation than having children or having a child by somebody that you do not want to have a child or children with. Sometimes the sex is just a little too good. Sometimes it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things where just having somebody around and something to do has turned into a brand new life for you. Woo, 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 woo. So if you combine that with trying to make sure that your baby is taken care of. By the way, what's going on? Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it. Emily, Narso, Robbie Ming. My big sis doing a thing. I'm glad you came through. You're something like a queen for a king. That's real. Carol Emily says he isn't putting them first. Yeah, you know how it is, Carol. A lot of people say that they put their kids first. And you be looking at them all sideways. You say you put your kids first. Maybe first is a different position than number 1. Shoot, some people take care of their weed man. They take care of the dope man more than they take care of their kids. For some people, the dope man is first in their life before their children, and that ain't no good situation. Needless to say, that's a terrible situation. But it's reality for some people. And so to suggest that that
MC
that you put your children first when you know damn well the line is looking real shaky, but I know your kids ain't up in the front of it. You got other things that you do. You know how like when you get paid your salary, you get your check every week or every other week or whatever, and you have to make decisions about how you're going to spend your money that you get paid. So you know what bills have to be paid first. For a lot of people is rent or the mortgage, car note, make sure that the utilities are straight or whatever. For some people is school tuition along with all the other things, but you prioritize your bills if you are smart about paying your bills. A lot of people are not that smart about paying their bills, so they just make bills randomly and they pay them randomly. Like when this bill come in, then I'll pay it, and then the other one I'll pay that too, and they don't have no system going on. Y'all talking about these new names coming in here? Those ain't real. Those are all spam. I think. This is how we treat spam. Yeah. Take that, mother. Take that, mother. Okay. Hold up. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, so yeah, that's an uncomfortable situation. And not all parents are good parents, but when we talk about being selfish in terms of putting your kids first, as far as trying to push your kids to the front of the line of their father's finances and their care. Hopefully, you're not only concerned about your kids having sneaker money, back to school clothes money, school supply money, Christmas money, birthday money, Easter Sunday sweatsuit, and a real suit to wear to church on Easter Sunday money. School trip, so they don't have to, school trip with the good lunch where they don't have to just eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich money. But what do y'all know about this situation, man? How do women justify believing that a man is going to take care of her kids, even though he may be the father, when he's not taking care of the other kids that he has? How do we justify that? Like, how do you reconcile in your head that that's going to be all right? How? Let me know. If y'all know something that I don't know, and I'm sure that you do, let me know how that goes, how that situation plays out. And I've seen it done in a ratchet way, and I've seen it done in a more sophisticated, smooth, I'm not even going to appear to be selfish type of way. See, the ratchet way is what we know. Fuck them other bitches. I don't give a fuck about them or their kids. As a matter of fact, I don't even consider them to be my sons or my daughter's brothers and sisters. That's the ratchet way. That's the ratchet way. The sophisticated, smooth way is, well, me and him are planning on getting married. So we're going to be together anyway. And once I figure out the status of his paternity with these other kids, well, then I will encourage him to get in their lives more and do more. But for now, since me and him are together, I don't even have no problem with him taking care of my kids because he's already doing that, which makes it hard for me to believe that he wouldn't do that with the other kids that he has. So there has to be something there. That's the sophisticated, smooth way to get your selfishness off. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, every situation has its own set of circumstances. We all have our different ways of looking at this whole situation. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. By the way, we should be on, or will be on, every day this week at about 9 o'clock. Right here, though, not in the car. So let's hear it for that. Let's hear it for that. One more time. Yes. You're too kind. You're too kind. But yeah, so we should be on at 9 o'clock every night. Even y'all Y'all baby moms who only care about y'all kids getting Christmas presents this season. Yeah. Y'all gotta look at the show at 9 o'clock too. We gonna be here, man. We gonna be here. I'm gonna be there. Up and over. I'm gonna be there. But yeah, man, this is not just a situation that exists in the hood or in the ghetto either. Because a lot of people think that. A lot of people think, oh, this is just some ghetto shit. Nah, this situation has happened for a lot of people who have been married before. And you know how married people are. Not all married people, but most married people who are still in their marriage will defend their status as being married. They will defend that to the teeth. Like, well, he ain't married none of them other chicks, but he married me. I'm the wife. I'm the wife. So it's like it's a whole different ball game. But is it a different ball game? I mean, does it really matter? Well, to the smooth, sophisticated, selfish mom, yeah, it matters. Yeah. I'm married, so his money has to come into this household. Everybody else has a separate household. So they got to do what they got to do. The bitches got to get off their ass and work. Yeah, some baby moms actually feel that way. Yeah, them bitches got to get up off their ass and work, get a job or something. Stop being lazy. And they need to keep their legs closed. Dead serious. And they need to keep their legs closed. Now, some of the moms saying that shit, they got 3 baby fathers. You know damn well that number one, you can have sex with your legs closed. And sometimes it can be fun. That's number one. I don't know how many babies were brought into this world when their mom had their legs closed, but you can definitely still be penetrated with your legs closed. Especially if you lay on your stomach. But that's neither here nor there. The other thing is you telling somebody they need to keep their legs closed, like they out here whoring, and that's the reason they have different. They have multiple kids by multiple baby fathers. Well, it's not always that way. It's just not. It would be real easy if every woman that has multiple children by multiple fathers was a hoe. That would almost be too easy, and that's why it's not that way. Anybody who has unprotected sex with the opposite sex, who is virile and prolific, stands the risk of having a baby. That's all it takes. One sperm meeting one egg in the vaginal cavity. Really, it's like the ovaries. Nonetheless, it's not that hard to enter into a situation where you have fallen in love or fallen for somebody or fallen for the okie doke, and now you got multiple kids by multiple men. Okay. Robbie Ming, she says the vanilla people, they are ratchet too. That's right. Like, this is not a ghetto issue. This is not a ghetto issue. This is not a, you know what, Rob? This is not a ghetto issue, and it's not an issue where you're just talking about people who are promiscuous. You're not. You could be married 3 times, had 3 children by 3 different people. It happens. It happens. I've also seen situations that were a little bit crazy to me. Like, I've seen situations where a woman is telling a man, well, already got 3 kids by 3 different men, so I don't want to have another child. And they're still in childbearing years. And the man is like, I don't give a fuck how many kids you had before me. I want a child by you, and I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be here for you. And that's that. I'm going to be here. But the other babies that you had, I love them or I like them, and I respect the situation that they came into this world with. But I want a baby with you. And you ain't but 34. You can have another baby.
60 seconds.
You can have another baby with me. And it's going to be me and you. Me and you together. This baby is going to count. Yeah, but I've seen women who didn't want to have children by a man because she already had multiple children by multiple other men, and she just didn't want it to look bad. I've heard all kinds of reasons and excuses for that. Like, well, I don't want all my babies to have different last names because I have to explain that. If you got married 3 times, that would give you 3 name changes, wouldn't it, shorty?
10 seconds.
Would you be embarrassed about people knowing that you tied the knot 3 times? That you were made an honest woman 3 times? Probably not, right? Probably not. But it's crazy because this type of situation is what I'm talking about when I talk about women selfishly putting their children first to be taken care of this man who isn't taking care of the rest of his children. So you are already insecure about your parental status, having multiple children by multiple men, and then on top of that, you're gonna get on some selfish shit. Super selfish shit. And you're gonna say, well, I don't, as long as you take care of my kids or the kids that he has by me, then everything is all good. What y'all know about it? All right, man. I'm gonna do this last little part, and then we're gonna get on up out of here because I don't want to do this show long, especially since it's a part 2. On the man side, I want to talk to my brothers for a minute. Like, brothers, how do you justify not taking care of children that that you have fathered? I know I've heard all the excuses. She won't let me see my kids. All she wants is money. She don't care about me. She tried to put me in a position to be put in jail. She fucked up my car, and she don't want me to be with nobody else. Yeah, I've heard a lot of the reasons. But how do you justify taking care of only your last child? In any other scenario, that wouldn't make any sense because you wouldn't be able to profit from it. For example, let's say you own 5 properties. Let's say 7 properties. You own 7 rental properties. And you're only going to take care of the last property that you had. So your last property is the only one that you pay insurance on, the only one that you maintain the upkeep with, the only one that you put any type of money or care or maintenance on. What do you think is going to happen with the other 6 properties? They're going to become dilapidated. You're going to be looked at as a slumlord. It's not a good look. And I'm only putting it in those terms because we can understand it. If you had 4 cars and you only took care of the last car, what happens to the other 3 cars? See, we can logically understand these situations, but somehow we switch our logic to something else when it comes to our babies. To our children, to our generation, what would you call it? Because we got to keep we keep the population going and the generations turning over. If I own 7 rental properties and I only took care of the last property, then the other properties are going to go down, be run down. I'm not going to be able to make any money from them, and it's going to be a problem. I may even wind up owing money, property taxes. I may lose those properties, just like you may lose those children that you had prior. But all your eggs are in the last basket, and somehow that makes sense to you. How are we doing this, son? How are we doing it? And yeah, I might sound a little preachy. It be like that sometimes. I might sound a little preachy. But this is real life, and this is real shit. Oh, damn. Damn. Carol, you tried to call in. You called in after. Yeah, I would have extended it on Blog Talk if I'd have known you was going to call in. I ain't know. You wait all the way to the end. See how you do? See how you do? It's all good though. We about to do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 27th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number 1 out the box. Estabella Nar, turning 31 years old today. And Kelly Hickey, happy birthday to you. And Angel Blaine, turning 43 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And John Thorpe, turning 38 years old today. And Ebony Renee, turning 34 years old today. And Raheem Soledad, turning 54 years old today. And Andre Jackson, turning 52 years old today. And Tanya Robinson, happy birthday to you. And also go-getter Crystal Rice Jenkins, turning 49 years old today, and Latoya Salters, turning 36 years old today. And Cher Price, happy birthday to you. And Dion Johns, happy birthday to you. And Kristen Wyckoff, turning 49 years old today. And last but not least, Rosemary Tarver, happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious December 27th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud, just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, how you just gonna take care of your last kids, or the kids next to the last, or not take care of all your kids, but only take care of the kids that you pick out, like the children that you take care of is like balls inside the lottery box, and you just let the air go up in the balls, and whatever ball comes up to the top, that's the one you take care of. Come on, brothers. Y'all got to do better. And y'all sisters, y'all are to blame as much as the brothers. If you allow your child to be taken care of exclusively and not a man's other children that he had before you, then you are adding to the problem. And that problem may involve you later on when he moves on, when y'all ain't getting together no more, y'all not cool no more, and now he's moving on to bigger and better things. Another John, another baby, and now yours not being taken care of. He starts withdrawing support little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little. It's all good. It was all good while he was just taking care of yours, right? Nobody else mattered, right? Okay. Like I said, man, we will be back tomorrow, 9:00. So make sure y'all come through. Y'all ready? All right, we ready. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We gonna get up out of here. Blog Talk. I'm gonna take you out of here first. And then
thank you for using Blog
my
Talk
Instagrammers, your
Radio.
Fire Slammer Jammer. Thanks for coming on through and let me exercise my grammar. Peace, y'all. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. I love y'all to death, my boobas. So make sure y'all hit that like button, share the show, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. Peace, y'all. Love is love.